Hello, everybody. Welcome. Today is Wednesday, March the 5th. So that means it is time for our local community update for East Tennessee and Bearden High School Zone. So let's get right into it. I will warn you ahead of time, it is data heavy. So I just want to make sure you know that. There's a lot of numbers in here, but it's very, very important information if you are planning to buy or sell a home this year. So the number of listings we have here today is just under 6,000, and we're at about 1,000 sold. So this information is very important for you to see so that you can see supply and demand. So this brings us to the listing prices. What you'll notice here, listing prices are up here in the blue. Properties that are actually selling are listed down here in the orange. This is the actual prices that they're closing at. Now that doesn't mean anything other than right now, that is the price point of buyer that is out there actively purchasing property. It doesn't mean that the property values have gone down. It just means that that's the price point where people are looking right now. Sold to list ratio. So we are getting to where the actual sold price is about 94.5% of what the list price was. So let's say for the math's sake, your property was listed at 100,000. It's now only selling at about 94,500. Days on market are going up. We've been talking about this. It's taking longer for properties to sell. The days of when you get a property and you put it on the market and just everybody wants to buy it, those days are over. It has a lot to do with interest rates, economy. You know, there's a lot of different factors right now. So if you are selling your property, you really need to make sure that you put it in the very best condition because there are properties that if they're staged right, they're priced right, and they're able to be seen and there's a lot of massive digital exposure, they're still selling. But it's also good information to know that as a buyer, if you're buying a property, you have a little bit more breathing room. But like I said, the more desirable properties, those are still going quickly. Here's a summary of statistics. So right now we've got in 2024, in February, there was 2.77 months supply. This year, we've got a 3.59 month supply. So in the month supply, 0 to 4 months is a seller's market. 5 to 6 months is a balanced market, and anything 6 months or more is a buyer's market. So we're approaching a balanced market. So those are numbers that you need to keep looking at. So for all of East Tennessee, there are 5,337 active listings. 4,769 of those are under 1 million, averaging about 415,000, 100 days of market. 564 of those listed properties are over 1 million and then listed at 1.495 million, averaging 144 days on market. So under contract, we've got 2,630, averaging 395,000. Like I said, that's the price point right now that's selling. And closed properties, 1,068, average price 361,000. So what I'm doing is, which I need to change this needs to say median price, because what I was finding is that there were a lot of outliers that were throwing the numbers off. So if you had a property that, one property that sold at, $7 or $10 million, it was throwing the numbers off, and they weren't really representative of what was happening. So number of units sold, you'll see down here in 2025 is the lowest number of units sold. And that has a lot to do with, inflation and interest rates and, what's going on in the economy. And I think people, especially today being March the 5th, the day after the president's speech, people are waiting to find out what's going to happen. Bearden High School zip code, 38 active listings, 27 of those are under 1 million with a median price of 750,000. 11 of those are over 1 million with an average price of 1.85 million. And like I said here, the days on market are going up. Under contract, you've got 32 properties. That's good news. They're averaging 764,000, 54 days on market. Last month, 13 properties closed, and the median price on those was 585,000, 100 days on market. So more than 3 months. So things are definitely changing. This number right here, I want you to see on the next slide in relation to the sales units since 2019. The only other year that's that close is February 2020. Remember, that was COVID year. That's when everything kind of started to really fall apart. But otherwise, you've got good number of units sold. In February 2025, in this zip code, 13 properties sold. You're still at a good days on market, so that's positive news. But look too, your median price up here in 2019 was $331,000. Now we're at $585,000. So affordability is definitely changing. I'm doing a running average so that we can see every month how many units have sold. I do have a data spreadsheet going back all the way to 2015 and to 2025. So if you want that, please let me know. I'm not going to put it here because it's going to bore the heck out of some of you. But if you're a numbers nerd like me, you might get interested in it. But let me know and I'll send it your way. So this is super important information. In the past week, 739 price reductions. Now this isn't just 1 week. 146 properties back on the market, 259 expired properties, coming out to a total of 1,144 properties unsold. That's about 21% of properties that buyers have let the sellers know that the value does not match the price. And we're not saying that the house isn't worth that. The buyers are saying they're not willing to purchase the property at that price. So this is really, really important information. So if you're buying or selling a property, I know it's boring, but the data is what is going to determine your success. So if you're, no matter if you think your house is the most special on the block and, you've done all of these things, if you don't provide the value and you don't market it properly and let buyers see the value, you're not going to get your numbers. The data does not lie. And buyers, you need to know this information too, so that you can know what kind of a position that you're in when it comes to placing your offer, how many days on market. So, more information is always better. I want to keep you informed and educated. I hope this video was helpful. If you have a zip code that you want me to check out, let me know. I'll be happy to do a deep data dive on your property or your area. But anyway, I hope this information was helpful. Come back and see me again next month where I'm going to give you all the newest updates. I'm Jennifer Porco and I have Real Solutions for Real Estate.